Hey guys, it's Paul from DataVoke. I'm getting started with a new video series to demonstrate building database applications using our new designers in HTML5 JavaScript on Canvas. Today we're going to start a quick tool to manage customer feedback with a feature to include notes and attachments on each feedback item. So to get started, I'm going to create a new record type for feedback to hold the actual feedback item records itself. So I'll start out with an ID and a quick serial number to automatically ID my records. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a picture, find a little picture for customer feedback here just to give it some personality. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some more fields. So I want the subject field to be in there. Let's add like a details field into it. Let's see, priority. And priority, I'm actually going to use this priority list that I have here, and I'll show you what that means to default the priority. And actually, I think I want to default the priority to like a 2 to medium, right? Just to have something defaulted in there when a priority is created or when a new feedback item is created. So same thing for status. We're going to call this one open for the status there. And then we want to do created by, which is the person who created the record. And I'm going to go ahead and actually pick the full name for that person, wrap that in single quotes here, make it a string. So that's the full name of the person who created the record. That's also a string. And then created on, this one is actually going to be a date and time. And I'm going to use the now function to automatically populate the date and time. So I've got a pretty good looking record type right there. I can tinker with the ID field a little bit to have it actually pull from the serial number. So if the ID field is going to be calculated from the serial number, we'll do a quick calculation here. So I'll use the string ID, and then we'll search for the pad left function, and we'll just do pad left serial number. And then this will be 4, so we'll pad it 4 characters long with zeros with the ID starting from 1. But now we need to set that serial number for the record type itself. So if we go to auto numbering, actually I need to make sure that that serial number is actually an integer. And we'll just get started with that, and I'll show you how to set up the view in a minute. And then I'm going to do another record type here for feedback, notes, and attachments to actually hold notes and or attachment records for each feedback item here. So we'll just pick an easy icon here, something simple, right? Okay. So this one too was just going to have the ID itself. We'll do another serial number setup here that I'll configure later. And then we're going to do the actual note itself, which is certainly a text field. We're going to do created by. Again, we'll go ahead and pick that up the same way that we did before. And then we'll do one for created on the same way with the date and time using the now expression there. And then we need one last one for attachment, the actual field to hold the uploaded file or attachment or picture or whatever we choose to make it. So all right, so we've got 2 record types there, one for feedback notes and attachments and one for the feedback. Now we need to start creating the view itself. So I'm going to create a new view here based on this feedback record type, and I'm going to add the fields across that I want. So I want the ID, subject, details, priority, status, created by, created on, and then we'll put the serial number there. We'll hide that one later, but we'll include it in the view now. So I get started, and right there, that fast, I've got an interface that's all set up, and I can actually start creating new feedback records right there. So as you can see, my IDs didn't quite work out because I haven't actually set up my serial number column yet, but that's okay. I can set that up. I'll actually set that up in the next video. But for now, what I want to do is to get that below section together so that as I'm creating feedback items, that I can attach notes and other details to it. So let me get rid of some of this and move these things around. I'm going to flip it into design mode here. and then I'll move some of this stuff around so that it's where I want it, right? And then I need to create a location down here at the bottom to hold my notes and attachments section. So notes and attachments will go down there at the bottom, and we'll do a little bit of a list. But instead of this section right here holding all this stuff, I think I only want details in here. So I can drag these out one by one if I want to, or I'm actually just going to get rid of this whole thing. And then I'll go ahead and create a new section here, and I'll put details into this list. So grab the details field, and we'll just stretch the details field both ways, right? Details, and I want that expanded. Okay. All right, so now I've got my top section, and I need to create a view for this down here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back up to New View, and this time I'm going to base it on Feedback Notes and Attachments. And I'm going to select that one, and I want to see the IDs there, then the note, maybe created by, created on, then the attachment, and we'll put the serial number at the end as well. And then go ahead and load this up. So right off the bat, I know that I want to design this view out and give it a name, so we'll just kind of modify this name a little bit from the standard here so that we can recognize it. And then I want to make sure I change it to a related data view, because I only want to see or edit notes and attachments related to the selected feedback record. So I'll hit related data view there and save and close that one. And I'm just going to turn this off and close that out, but then I want to actually draw that view on down here. So I'm going to grab this view that I just created and drag it on to my little area here, and then I'm gonna dress it up here a little bit. We'll get rid of this and this to make it look just like a list. We don't really need it to be anything bigger than that. So I'm gonna just organize these buttons here a little bit so that they're how I want it. Maybe we'll do this, make it a little wider. As you can see, making modifications here is very easy to manipulate your interface around. Probably don't need the save button there, but we'll leave it go for now. Okay. All right, so that fast I have created a user interface that I can use now to begin editing data. Obviously it goes a little bit farther than this, but we'll cover that in future videos. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and supporting DataVoke. I'll get another video out as part of this Getting Started series as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.